Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 714. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, it's Bull City Hangout. I'll tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. You can join me on camera after I do the weather. Then we can hang out. You can promote yourself, your business, your special event. All of that would be great. Oh, and it would also be great if you share this out. That way more people here in Durham can find out what is happening. So let me, excuse me, put on my specs and move my keyboard and have a little sip of grape juice. Excuse me. Just got in, had a medical appointment. Everything's going great. My doctor said that I'm one of her healthiest patients, so she says I'm doing really well. Very excited about that. I can't really take all that much credit. It's just that I'm doing what I was told. Lost 30 pounds. Try to exercise a little bit. Definitely changed my diet pretty drastically. Cut out all the salt. Still working on the sugar intake, but I seem to be doing okay. I seem to be doing really well. So big thumbs up to Lincoln. That's where I go for my doctor's appointments, and the staff, everybody there is so cool. So anyway, let me continue with the show. Enough about me. So going to the word page, durhamskywriter.com, going to the word page, which is the government and nonprofit information page. Lots of programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and, of course, local government, city, county, and state. So I just added a bunch of great information. I added some classes to the American Red Cross, trying to keep up with them as they teach us how to do first aid, all different types of first aid, adult first aid, pediatric. There's another class where it's adult, child, and baby first aid, advanced child care, babysitting basics, all these different classes. Some are in person, some are online, and some are a combination of the two. So definitely check out these wonderful classes. Now there's one class that they offer for free, and it's online, so you can take it whenever you want. And it's called Water Safety for Parents and Caregivers, and in Spanish, Seguridad en el Agua para Padres y Cuidadores. So you can take these classes totally for free. They're online. There's really no reason not to take it if you have kids, and if you're going to the lakefront, the beach, the ocean, ponds, pools. It's very, very important to know about water safety. And one thing I need to point out when it comes to water safety, it's not just rivers, lakes, creeks, and oceans. Someone I went to school with lost their first child because it was really sad. They had a baby pool, one of those little wading pools. You'd have to watch your kids at all times, because even those tiny little wading pools, that's enough water to put your child in danger. So never leave your child alone, especially toddlers and babies, alone in the water. Okay, let's see what else we can look at. Oh yeah, there's a city vacancy you might want to do something about. The city has a vacancy on the Durham Workers' Rights Commission. So if you're interested in that, workers' rights, then definitely check it out. Go to durhamskywriter.com, go to the word page, scroll down to where you see the city of Durham and the calendar. Click on that blue link, see what will be expected of you if you do fill in this spot. And then if you're still interested, let the city know by the end of day tomorrow that you want to fill that vacancy on the Durham Workers' Rights Commission. Okay, now let's check with the Durham Tech Small Business Center, where you can take classes if you're interested in running a business. So let me find that real quick. Okay, now The actual Durham Tech Small Business Center, which is downtown at 701 West Main Street, I guess they're back with classes in person, which is great. What I've been doing is listing classes that are online that are being offered across the state. But it looks like Durham Tech, they're back in business in terms of bringing classes to us in person. So they're in the Chesterfield building, and they have their very own parking lot, which is just south of the building. And just to let you know, if that lot is full, then that street, Peabody, you can park for free on that street for 2 hours at a time. So starting tomorrow, they're going to be back with their classes in person, how to start a business, and these are free. This is going to be from 10 until 11 tomorrow, so you can go ahead and click on that link and register for that. And then in Spanish, if you know someone who prefers to get their information in Spanish, let them know that they're going to have the same class, which is called Cómo iniciar un negocio. So that's going to be tomorrow from 11 until noon. So you can definitely click and enjoy that class as well. Okay, I'm glad that they're back. Now, there are other classes being offered across the state, like I said, on Zoom, totally free. They're live, which means you can ask questions. So today at 1, you might want to sign up for this as soon as possible because it is 12:10 as I speak. So today at 1, from 1 until 2, oh, this is a good class, Social Media and Influence in 2026. That sounds like a good class. Here's another class at 2 o'clock, Online Seller for the small business owner. So get some tips on how to make sales online. And I hope that they do tell you how to get discovered, because you can't sell if people don't know about you. So and ask that question if they don't mention it. Ask about SEO and being discovered online. Oh, here's another class. At 6 o'clock, there's going to be a free class. Food Service Series, Part 2, Foundations of Launching a Food Service Business. That sounds really good. That's going to be today from 6 until 7:30 on Zoom. Oh, here's one more from 6 until 8. DOT compliance, DOT, I think that's Department of Transportation. DOT compliance, the foundation of the trucking business. So people always need things to be delivered. I think trucking is going to be an important business for years to come. Back home in Chicago, I knew a guy who owned his own cab. I don't mean taxi cab. I mean, if I'm using the right word, the front part of the 18-wheeler. So he would hire himself out. He would offer his service as a trucker. So he would hook his front part to whoever had a trailer full of stuff. And he made a lot of money. He had 2 houses. He had one house in his home state of Mississippi and another house in Durham. I'm in Durham. In Chicago. So, yeah. So, anyway, learn about the trucking business. It's lucrative. And if you want to have 2 houses, maybe you can do so. So that's going to be tonight from 6 until 8. All right. And while I'm at it, I might as well check with the Service Corps of Retired Executives, where you can get a mentor and learn from them how to start a business as well. Let's see if they have anything going on. Let's see. Today's the 14th. They do. They have a class today. It's going to be virtual on Zoom, 1 o'clock until 2. And it is called Paying Yourself as a Business Owner, Build a Sustainable Owner's Salary. Some people don't pay themselves until they start making a lot of money, which is understandable if you can afford to do so. But it is important to figure in how much money you should be making as a business owner in order to run a successful business. Hey, look who's here. William M. Andrews. First with the fist bump. I give you a fist bump in 3D. And, oh, let me show the fist bump. I'm sorry. There you go. And then William tells us, good afternoon from Durham, North Carolina. Good afternoon, William. Happy to see you here. And, of course, his famous phrase, it's a beautiful day in the Bull City, and it really is. I just came from outside. It seems like it's not that hot, and it is a beautiful day. Thank you, William. Appreciate that. So, yeah, so there is a class today. So at 1 o'clock, paying yourself as a business owner, build a sustainable owner's salary. Now, SCORE, contact them. I have the phone number. 201 is a strange area code, but that's okay. Their local office is right downtown. And they do serve Durham, Raleigh. I think they serve Raleigh. I know they serve Durham, Chapel Hill. I know they serve Carborough, Pittsboro, and maybe Roxborough. I'm not sure. Oh, William is pointing out that the time is the same number at 12:12. Perfect. And he's saying the time is the same number. And again, it is 12:12. Thank you, William. Appreciate that. I love when he does that. And it is 12:12. And if I'm here for another hour, we can celebrate 1:11. But I'm going to try not to talk that much because I want to respect your time. Just grab some Welch's grape juice real quick. Delicious. Delicious. Okay, I'm going to go back to Legal Aid of North Carolina because if they have a workshop today, I don't want to skip it. Oh, they do have a workshop today. Okay, so they have a workshop. They call them Listen and Learn. So these are virtual workshops on Zoom. So today's workshop at 2:30 will be Child Custody, Listen and Learn. And this is all about child visitation rules and agreements once, I guess, you divorce or whatever. So that's going to be a 2-hour workshop for free starting at 2:30. Okay. Now let's hop on over to the health page, to your health. Oops, I clicked on the wrong page. Wait a minute, let me try it again. To your health. That's the health page, obviously. Okay, let us check. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, today's the 14th, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So, NAMI Durham, and NAMI, by the way, that stands for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. So twice a month on Tuesdays from 7:30 until 9, the NAMI Connection Recovery Support Group meets. So it's a free peer-led support group. It's for adults 18 plus who are living with a mental illness. So basically it's just keeping up with each other, giving each other support, getting some resources from the NAMI trained facilitator. And again, it's from 7:30 until 9 on Zoom. So go ahead and register, and then they'll send you the link, and you can attend the NAMI Connection Recovery Support Group meeting. Okay, and now let's check for there's lots to check on this page, but what I'm going for right now, oh, I added something. See the Duke Health logo right there. So I added the Duke Health Reference Library. All you have to do, click on that logo and then type whatever you're looking for in English or in Spanish. Maybe you want to look up lung cancer, lymphoma, sarcoidosis, whatever. If you hear something on a YouTube video, you might say, ooh, I need to look that up. You can do so by you go to DurhamSkywriter.com, go to the To Your Health page, and click on the Duke Health logo. And then if you're looking up health-related issues, you can definitely do so. Alrighty. And now let's check on the blood drives, where you can literally save lives by donating blood. So let's first check with the American Red Cross. Oh, they're having a blood drive right now. They're at Blue Cross Blue Shield, which is south. It's at 1965 Ivy Creek Boulevard, and they will be there until 2 this afternoon. Now let's check with Blood Connection. They do the same thing. And their next blood drive is tomorrow. So they'll have a crew at the Duke Health Technology Solutions 14 More Drive from 9 until 2, and that's tomorrow. Now, with today being Tuesday, that means that the Health Equipment Loan Program, they're going on right now. They are open. It's also known as the Health Program. It's run by, the HELP Program is run by the Project Access. So what they do, they accept donations of things like walkers, all the different types of walkers, knee scooters, wheelchairs, canes, crutches, things to help you in the bathroom and around the house if you need help. So definitely see the list. I have the whole list right there on the To Your Health page. So if you have any of these items, you don't need them anymore, go ahead and donate it. They would love that. They clean everything up, repair as necessary, and then they turn around and loan them out to whoever needs them, it's a great program. And you can borrow these items for 3 months at a time, which is super great. Okay, now I'm going to the top of the page, clicking on the Health Events button. Let's see if there are any events I can tell you about. Let's see. That already happened. Oh, the Younger Onset Support Group. They're meeting right now until 1:30. So if you have attended before, you're already registered. They use the same link over and over, and you forgot to attend, then definitely hop over there now. You can watch the rest of my show later. Basically, Younger Onset Support Group refers to people who get early onset Alzheimer's. So that's going on right now until 1:30. Oh, senior pharmacists, they're going to host their Medicare Basics seminar. That's going to be today in person at the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Grigsby Avenue from 6 until 7. So if you're just about to turn 65 and you're realizing, oh, I've got to learn about Medicare, then go ahead and take this free class. It is, again, from 6 until 7 at the Durham Center for Senior Life, and it's offered by Senior Pharmacists. That's a nonprofit. They help seniors get medications if they can't afford it by paying for it. They also do medication review, which is very important because sometimes medications clash. Sometimes they clash with maybe you're taking some supplements. Maybe the doctor doesn't know about it. So anyway, if anything is a little off, you sense that something's not right, then definitely set up an appointment. You don't have to pay for it. Set up an appointment with senior pharmacists, and they'll study your, they have a whole staff of pharmacists, and they will study your medications and make sure everything is working together right. At the end of the year, they also help with Medicare Part D. That's where people on Medicare choose their providers of medication so they can get those nice discounts. One thing I need to mention that sometimes these providers switch up on you. They don't send you a notice saying, oh, we're not going to carry your medications next year. You don't want to be left out in the lurch like that. So senior pharmacist can help with that as well. But I do want to point out, again, today's class, 6 o'clock in person at the Durham Center for Senior Life. Okay. Here's another meeting. The Breast and GYN Cancers Support Group. They'll be meeting online, run by Duke. This is from 6 until 7:30, and I have the link so you can go ahead to register for that. Now, tomorrow at noon, the Daughters Concerned for Aging Relatives Support Group. They'll be meeting. You don't literally have to be a daughter, but someone caring or taking care of someone who's aging. So that support group meeting will be tomorrow from noon until 1. So I have the links so you can go ahead and register for that as well. All right, now let's go to the Senior Scope page. There we are. And let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, shall we? Let's see, today is Tuesday. So this afternoon, all afternoon, they're having Pinochle, which is a card game. So you can play to your heart's content. And with today being Tuesday, I need to let you know that they're open late. They're open until 7. So on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, the Durham Center for Senior Life, which is at 406 Grigsby Avenue, by the way, they're open until 5, like 8:30 until 5. Then Tuesdays and Thursdays, they're open until 7. So if you're a 9 to 5er, and this is for people who are 55 plus, but if you're still working 9 to 5, you can stop by after work, get in a nice workout in the exercise room, or relax, check your emails in the computer lab, all of that. Or participate in whatever's going on. Let's see what else is going on. Bingo at 1. Okay. Quilt making at 1. And when I was at the Little River Senior Center, there was a lady there making a beautiful quilt. Beautiful, beautiful quilt. So it's quite relaxing. It looks like it was really relaxing, especially because she was doing it by hand. It was amazing. Anyway, you can learn how to make a quilt or make a quilt starting 1 o'clock today in the art studio. The DCSL band practice is this afternoon in the theater at 2. The Arthritis Foundation exercise program is at 2:15. Kings in the Corner, that's another card game. They'll be playing that all afternoon, starting at 2:30. And also they have dominoes, which is really fun, all afternoon. Women's pool from 4 until 4:45. Of course, women can play billiards at any time, but this is like women's only. So that's at 4. And then let's see, Zumba with Kendra. This is something new. And that's from 5:30 until 6:30 in the exercise room. So again, if you're working 9 to 5, then you can take a Zumba class. How about that? Now tomorrow morning, muscle pump at 8:40 in the exercise room. Now that has a red FB next to it, which means if 8:40 is a little early for you, then you can still attend the class in your jammies at home by watching from the Durham Center for Senior Life Facebook page. Here's a new class, Sweat and Salsa at 9 o'clock. And there's the total body workout at 10. That's also going to be live on Facebook. Quick drawing class at 10. All this is tomorrow morning. Ping pong at 10. Hispanic Heritage Group, they meet for 4 hours and hang out and have fun in Spanish, starting at 10. Meditation and mindfulness, that's new. That starts at noon tomorrow. And then learn and play pinochle, and that's at 12:30. Okay. Now let's check for these special events. Let's see, today's the 14th. Okay, that already happened. Oh, that's it. Okay. Well, here's what's happening tomorrow morning. Probate and Peace of Mind. That's tomorrow from 9 until 10 in the volunteer room, where attorney Kenzie Collins will explain, what probate is all about, what families can expect, and also how thoughtful planning can help. And that's all about your will and that sort of thing. Now, when my aunt died, we avoided probate. The way we did that, we entered our aunt into this living trust, I think we called it, living will, living trust, which gave her the right to live in her home until her death, which, she died at home. And then we were able to add, how did we do that? So with the trust, my name, my sister's name, and my aunt's name were on as owners of the home. So when my aunt died, then my sister and I are now owners of the home. So that's a really smart way to avoid probate and to keep everything really smooth for your family. So look into that. Take that class. That's going to be tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And ask about living trust if they don't. I'm sure they're going to mention it. So anyway, let me continue. At 9:30 tomorrow, Staying Connected. Oh, this is part 3 of the 3-part Internet and Email for Beginners class. So that will end tomorrow. And that will start at 9:30, the last class. Also at 9:30 until 11:30, free notary services. So if you have a document that needs to be notarized, make a quick call, 919-688-8247, extension 104. Make an appointment, bring in those documents, and get them notarized. Oh, and see if you can get in with the painting with police. That's tomorrow. So they're back with that. Wonderful. This is where you paint with police officers. So you're hanging out, and then maybe there's something on your mind that you wanted to discuss, but didn't want to talk out in public at the PAC meeting. So your local PAC meeting. So maybe you wanted something a little bit more casual to bring up with the police. You can do that as you're painting. So that's going to be tomorrow from 12:30 until 3. So you do have to register for that one, and that one is extension 110. It might be filled already, but call anyway just in case it's not filled, and then you can get in on that one. Nice. Okay, JFK Towers is now a satellite of the Durham Center for Senior Life. So tomorrow, with it being Wednesday, coffee and community at 8:30, waffles and trivia. Ooh, waffles at 9:30, cardio and more. Oh wait, I skipped ahead to Thursday. Okay, wait. Waffles and trivia at 9:30, sorry. Mindfulness and stretch at 10:30. Congregate meal, which is free lunch, at 11:30. And then movie time or arts and crafts, depending on the week. I'm sure they alternate. And that will be at 12:30. And let's see if they have any special events. Let's see. Oh, they're going to have a computer basics class on Friday. They don't say the time though, but their hours are only 8:30 until 1:30, so it'll be in there somewhere. Okay, and don't forget the independent Little River Senior Center. I was just there last week, had a great time. They're at 8305 North Roxborough Road. That's in Bahama. So if you live in northern Durham or Bahama or Rougemont, or what's that other place they told me? There's another town. Lebanon, I think they said. I don't think I've ever been there. But if you live in northern Durham County, you can definitely stop by. All of these senior centers have free membership, so it's not like you have to wonder, oh, which one's cheaper. No, they're all free. So Monday through Friday, they have events at the Little River Senior Center. Same hours as JFK, basically, even though they're not really related. But it's from 8:30 until like 2-ish. There you go. And they have all these different classes, coffee talk. I should say activities. Coffee talk, walking club, free play gym. You know, it used to be a school, so they have a whole giant, big old gymnasium. Guitar lessons, bingo size, cards, lunch, free lunch, bass guitar, crocheting, Bible study, quilting. So yeah, check out all three. I mean, you can always just alternate if you want to. That way you'll make friends everywhere. You'll have even more friends. Okay, now let's go to the Let's Go. Let me grab a sip of grape juice, excuse me. So good when it's cold. Okay, let's check today, the 14th. Let's see. That already happened. Oh, I do want to mention every weekday for the summer, Wheels Durham at 715 North Hoover Road, they have summer public skating. It's all about the roller skating. So twice a day, they've got 2 skate sessions. It's not just for the kids out of school, it's for everybody, but they want the kids who are out of school to come skate their hearts out. So 2 skate sessions. 11 until 1:30 is the first one, and admission for skaters is $13. The second one, let me point out, if you're an adult just there to watch the kids, you're not planning to skate, you pay $4. And you might want to wait until 2. I don't know. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Well, the 11 o'clock session is half over. But I do want to mention, though, today only, from 2 until 4:30, the second session. Again, admission for skaters is $13. They're having free churro skate. So you get a free snack. How about that? So that's going to be today at 2 o'clock. And it's while supplies last. I don't think they have all the churros in the world. But yeah, you can get a free snack today That skate session is from 2 until 4:30. Okay. Oh, the address again, 715 North Hoover Road. Okay. Now, they're not done for the day. Wheels Durham will be back from 6 until 8:30 with free dinner skate night. It's not enough that they're giving away churros, they're also giving away pizza. So tonight, 6 until 8:30, admission for skaters is $15, but that includes the skate rental. One thing I did not point out. The daytime skate sessions, you have to rent skates if you don't own them. So the fee for the rentals is $6 and $7 for rollerblades. Now for tonight's event, the free dinner skate night, you pay $15, but that includes the skate rental plus a slice of cheese pizza and a small drink. How about that? So that is going to be tonight, 6 until 8:30. Okay. Now, the Glass Jog Run Club, they'll be meeting at 6 in the Parkwood Ballpark, 5200 Revere Road. So this is very non-competitive. So you can join the 2-mile walk or the 5K jog or run. It ends at the Glass Jug Beer Lab, which is at the one on 5410 Highway 55. And strollers are welcome, dogs, friendly dogs, hopefully on leashes, are welcome. So yeah, this is not competitive. This is getting some fresh air, getting some movement in, and that will be again from 6 until 9. The Black and Brown Ballet class is at the Hayti Heritage Center on the corner of Fayetteville and Lakewood. Tonight's class is from 6:30 until 8. You pay $10, and basically you learn ballet techniques. Now you have to be a beginner or intermediate dancer, age 12 and older. Communities in Partnership, they're offering a gentle yoga class, and that is this evening at 6:30. They're located at 101 South Driver Street, and it's free. Now, they only have a few parking spaces around the building. If they're taken, then you'll see that church across the street. Go ahead and park in the church's parking lot. And that, again, is going to be at 6:30 tonight. High-strung violins and guitars. Their Irish Learning Jam is tonight. It's not in the store. It's going to be held at the Blacknell Memorial Presbyterian Church, which is at 1902 Perry Street in the community room from 6:30 until 8. So it's free. Near beginners are welcome. Bring your acoustic instruments. Ideally, you're comfortable playing in the keys of G, D, and A major, and also E minor. Those are the easy keys. So you can click for more information. And bring your fiddle and your flute and I forget that special drum they use in Irish music. I forget what they call it. It's like a hand drum. Bring that. Bring your guitar. Let's see, what else do they play? Oh, just bring your acoustic instruments. Your dulcimer, I guess they play those too. I don't know. But anyway, it's great music, jigs and reels, and all kinds of great fun. So that's going to be tonight from 6:30 until 8. And by the way, if you love Irish music, if you're like me and you love Irish music, but you don't know how to play Irish music, you can just sit and listen and enjoy the music. This is really fun. Because I've gone in years past when it was at the store. But yeah, really fun. Now, this month's pony ride, that's going to be this week. That is today, in fact. It starts at Major the Bull, which is, in CCB Plaza, 201 Corcoran Street. So they'll be meeting right before 6:30. And then you take your bicycle ride. It's like a 5 to 8 mile bike ride throughout the area. And then it ends at Pony Source Brewing, which is at 219 Hood Street. So this is starting around 6:30 and then ends around 8:30. The Tuesday Blues Jam, that's tonight from 7 until 10 at the Blue Note Grill, which is downtown at 709 Washington Street. Now, they'll be playing and singing blues. If you are good at it, you can hop on stage after you sign up. Of course, it's free admission. If you play guitar, or if you play bass, you don't have to lug your amp. You can use one of their amps, which is super generous of them. And of course, they would love if you would order some dinner because it is a restaurant after all. But yeah, the Tuesday Blues Jam is tonight from 7 until 10. High Strung Violins and Guitars, they're going to host their Classic Country Honky Tonk Jam again at Blacknell Memorial Presbyterian Church, 1902 Perry Street. And near beginners are welcome to that as well. Chord charts will be provided. And this time they'll have a piano available. And singers are invited to join in. So that should be lots of fun. And again, this is another free event. Now tomorrow, Echo NC in their new location, 404 Hunt Street, Suite 500. They're going to be hosting 1 Million Cups Durham. That'll be tomorrow from 8:30 until 10. So you get there at 8:30, you grab a coffee, you work the room, you meet everybody. This is for entrepreneurs or people who are thinking about starting a business. So work the room, exchange the business cards, or now they have it on the phone. What's the name of that app? I'm looking at my phone to jog my memory. Blink. Blink is an app, and there's another one. I forget, but there's a way that you can exchange business cards now strictly on your phone, which is really cool. But anyway, work that room, meet those people, and then at 9 o'clock, they'll have 2 speakers, one from, 2 different businesses, and then they will talk about being an entrepreneur, what it's all about. They'll answer your questions. And it's a great way to network, meet people, and to find out what it's like to actually run a business. Because it's different for every person, different for every business. So some people start businesses in their homes and then branch out. Some people start as, you've heard the word entrepreneur. There's also the word intrapreneur, where you start a business within the business that you are working at. So maybe you, for example, okay, I know this guy. He worked at a company, I can't even remember what the company was, and he asked his boss if it was okay for him to take out some of the things that the company was throwing out so that he could recycle these items. And the boss was like, sure, whatever. And so he did. And so his business, his new business, which was recycling, was based on the fact that he was getting the recyclable items from his job. So in a way, he was like an entrepreneur. And his business outlasted his job. So I'm just saying, there's all kinds of different ways to start a business. Also, Echo NC has a teen program. So for young people who are and young people are so clever, they think of all kinds of ways to start businesses, but they need the backing. They need the resources, right? So if you know a young person who's really clever and they want to start a business, and it's not like you have to drop out of school to start a business. Like the entrepreneurs, you can do more than one thing at one time, especially if you're clever. So tell the teens that you know about Echo NC. I'll be interviewing them and doing a whole write-up on them real soon. They just moved to their new spot, again, 404 Hunt Street. Now, park for free for this event tomorrow, which again is at 8:30. So park in the Measurement Incorporated parking lot. You don't have to worry about, this is their building. I think they own the building that Echo NC is in, so it's fine for you to park in that parking lot for this event. Okay, now on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, the Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division, they have rabies vaccination clinics for your pets. So make a phone call. The phone number is right there on the Let's Go page. Bring in your pet, plus $10, exact change, and get that taken care of. Now, if you're struggling, you need food for your family, Bell Yeager Free Will Baptist Church, which is at 128 East Cornwallis Road, they're going to have a food giveaway tomorrow from 10 until noon. So they start lining up way before 10, but go ahead and attend that and get some free groceries for your family. Also, Catholic Charities, they run the Durham Community Food Pantry in the Lakewood Shopping Center at 2020 Chapel Hill Road. They also do this on Wednesdays, and this is from 10 until 1. So let me tell you just a little bit about that. So you can only go there to the Catholic Charities Pantry once a month. So you get a number, talk to the social worker, and don't forget to let them know if you cannot have dairy or pork. They serve a lot of people who have special diets or they just can't or not supposed to have dairy or pork or whatever, and they'll gladly make a substitution. No worries. They're used to doing it. It's not a big deal. So let them know that. Also, they have diapers. They have all the different sizes for little kids, and they have the big ones for adults. So be sure to ask for diapers if you need them. And if you can't make it tomorrow between 10 and 1, they'll do it again from 5 until 7, just to let you know. And don't forget Wheels Durham with the 2 skate sessions, 11 until 1:30, and then 2 until 4:30. Don't forget about that. And I think that's it for. Oh, let me also let you know the Emmanuel Food Pantry. They operate out of Iglesia Presbiteriana Emmanuel. They serve everyone, even though it's a Hispanic congregation, but they serve all. So if you're struggling, you need food, tomorrow from 2 until 4, they'll be giving away food. But I'm letting you know in advance because you have to sign up tomorrow between 7 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. Even though they give away food from 2 until 4, they need to negotiate traffic because they had been clogging up traffic, not on purpose, of course, but Roxborough Street is a very busy street, and people were just sitting in line to enter the church to get their groceries. So now what they're doing, they're having you to sign up online first and let them know when you're going to be getting there. And then you go to Lavender and Banner Streets, and then they'll send you to the church when it's your time, so they won't clog up traffic. So just letting you know that you can start signing up for groceries tomorrow. The link is right there on the Let's Go page. All right, let's check the weather. I can already tell. I don't think it's all that humid. I can tell it's warm, but it's not that bad out. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it's warm. Okay, it's 85. I didn't know it was that warm, but okay, it's 85. It's supposedly cloudy. Anyway, it says that it's supposed to be cloudy. The sun's supposed to make an appearance around 1 o'clock. It's going to play peekaboo for a couple of hours. And then we're going to have a bright afternoon from mid-afternoon on. Sunset is at 8:33. So today's high is going to be 89. So I guess it will be a hot day. Okay. So it'll be 89 today. Now tomorrow, back up to the 90s. Okay. Tomorrow, the high will be 94, and it's going to be another sunny day. Thursday, 98, Friday, 98, Saturday, 92. Oh, it might rain. You might get thunderstorms on Saturday and rain on Sunday. So we'll see. We'll see. Those still several days away. Not to worry just yet. But today, sunny. A little bit later on with a high of 89, and then tomorrow, 94. So that is it for today's show. I do hope that you have a beautiful day. Oh, I'm going to an event tomorrow at noon. I think tomorrow, instead of doing the show late, I think what I'll do is to pre-record the show. I apologize in advance. I do enjoy seeing the show live, or rather doing the show live, but because of this event, I'd rather go ahead and pre-record and not make you wait until like 2 o'clock for me to do the show. It's kind of goofy. So yeah, I will go ahead and pre-record Bull City Hangout tomorrow so that you can watch it at noon, and then I think I'll be live again on Thursday and Friday. Yes. So with that, have a beautiful day. Oh, don't forget one more thing. Where's my iPad? I forgot to mention, if you're a parent and your kids have been eating at school, during the school year, of course school's out, but yeah, there's listed on the school tools page and also on the word page under Durham Public Schools. All of they call them open meal sites. This is part of the Sun Meals North Carolina program, where young people ages 1 to 18 can get free breakfasts and free lunches. They eat right there at the venue. There's 7 pages where I took pictures of all the flyers, so you'll see like 7 pages of venues. These are mostly, well, some are churches, some are, let's see, schools, churches, businesses, Durham Parks and Recreation sites, different community centers. I mean, all over town. There's got to be at least 30 plus places where young people can get a free breakfast or a free lunch. So definitely keep that in mind, because we want the kids to stay happy, well-fed, etc. Also, while I'm here on the school tools page, I might as well mention the Durham County Libraries, public libraries. They're all hosting the summer reading program for the summer, where this is totally free. Sign up your kids, let them do some reading, encourage them to read, so that when they get back to school, they don't suffer from summer slide, where you don't even notice it happening. But if you don't read for a while, your skills do go downhill. You don't want your child to start out behind. So sign them up. It's never too late to sign up for the program. It's free. So all you do is to go to your favorite or closest library, sign up, you get a log. Then every time your child reads a book, you sign it in, write it in the log. And if your child's too little, then you can read to your child and still log it in. And then when it's all filled out, you take it back to the library and get a new one. You get entered into a lottery, and you win something great. I don't know. They don't tell us in advance. They used to, but they don't tell us in advance anymore what they give away. But your kids can get stickers and all kinds of great stuff. So do that as well, because like I said, it's fun when you your child actually. Well, here's a secret. My niece, when she was little, she didn't like to read. So, and it's hard to get your child to read if they say they don't like it. So she did have an assignment, and I told her, well, let me hear how it goes. Read some to me. And then she started reading, and then she liked kids, they like the sound of their own voices, She realized, oh, this is fun. And she gained an interest in reading. So if your kid says, I don't like to read, have them read to you and see what happens. Hopefully they'll change their mind when they hear themselves read. And you can always find books of interest. I mean, kids have all these different interests, and there are so many different types of books out there, all the different subjects in English and in Spanish. I just encourage you to take your kid and, check out some books and to see what happens. And with that is it for today's show. Have a beautiful afternoon, and I'll see you live Thursday, but pre-recorded tomorrow. Ciao for now.